Hello, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, we're going to be looking at the Magic the Gathering top 10 artists. With so many artists to choose from, who are we going to decide? There could be Mark Poole, Adame Paquette, Chippy, Kev Walker. Who's to say who's going to make the top 10 list with so many to choose from? So let's begin with the top 10. Number 10 we have is Lars Grant West. He's a full-time freelancer, and he makes such great cards such as Air Servant or Gnarled, Champion's Drake, Daybreak Shimmer, and Dormant Silver. He made this list because I really like his artwork. It's pretty up to standard. There are new cards. He hasn't done any of the old cards. So I really like this guy, and he is number 10. So let's begin with number 9. And at number 9, we have Johann Bodin. As with number 10, he is a freelance illustrator from France, and he has made such great cards as Advanced Stitchwing, Oak Heart Drides, Plated Geopede, Underworld Charger, and Virtus the Veiled. I really like his artwork. It's very up to date, like at number 10. They have nice. I like his faded backgrounds, which the colors go very well when they blend with what he's trying to create with the landscape or a monster in the various magic world. And after that, we are going to move on to number 8. And at number 8, we have Adame Paquette, who's done a grand total of 331 cards for Magic the Gathering. He's created such cards as Adara Express, Awaken the Sky Tyrant, Blooming Marsh, Chamber Sentry, and Colossal Whale. I really like his cards because the realism that he really puts into those cards really makes them stand out from most cards, such as his landscapes as well. I really like his landscape cards, which a lot of people don't concentrate on, so I recommend taking a look at him. And now we're going to move on to number 7, which is Victor Adam Minguez. He's an artist from Mexico, and he's created many cards from Magic the Gathering, which are a lot of current ones, which I really like. He's a very current artist for this. He's created such cards as Ajani, Adversary of the Tyrants, Angras Rampage, Atraxa Praetor's Voice, Blackbone Paragon, and Order of the Midnight. In fact, one of his original paintings, Disenchant Art, sold for $2,500. And what makes him at number 7 is that his poses are very traditional, and they show the chests, which is really amazing. And then they show the action shots, so there's always something happening in his cards, which is very good, and I really like. Now we're going to be moving on to number 6. And at number 6, we have Izzy, who's a freelancer from Mexico, who is also an experienced painting teacher, who's created such cards as Absorb, Ajani Vigent, Arrestor's Zeal, Biomancer's Familiar, and Bond of Passion. And Izzy's created 316 cards for Magic the Gathering as far back as 2008. What makes Izzy at number 6 is the unique poses that are created in their cards, and they're seem to be very significant, showing like, look at me in these cards. And that's the type of art which actually brought him to number 6, and I really like that style. And now we're going to be moving on to number 5. At number 5, we have Kev Walker, who's a currently British comics artist and illustrator. Now, he is currently working for Marvel, and he's created such cards as Damnation, Gin of Wishes, Douse and Gloom, Draconic War, and Dragon Tyrant. He made this list is because his cards are, like everyone else, unique, but all his cards have a dark style to it. If you look at all his cards, even the ones from the white or the green or blue, all completely dark. And that's what makes him stand out from all the other artists. And now we're going to be moving on to number 4. And we have Ciruelo, who's created 44 cards, which is not a lot from Magic the Gathering, but his first card was created in 1997, and he's created such artworks as Abelshan's Desire, Blasted Landscape, Darkest Hour, Treva the Renewer, and Viashino the Outrider. All his cards are really good. I like them because they have that kind of angelic feel, and they're not always dark like most artists in this top 10. And it just fits the card. Like all those angelic cards that he's created just fits the cards. And then we're going to be moving on to number 3. And at number 3, we have Chippy, who's in Washington, and not only does he make Magic cards, he works in computer games as well. But we're talking about Magic, and he makes such great cards as Master Transmuter, Reckless Sprite, Shapeshifter's Marrow, Tainted Signal, Thought Hemorrhage. And what's so special about him and making it number 3, he makes so many cards, and I love his cards. he puts so much detail into his cards. If you look at all these cards that are posted right now, I really like his artwork. It's just something about him just makes me think he's one of the best. And now we're going to be moving on to number 2. And at number 2 we have Christopher Rush, who was actually one of the original 25 Magic artists. And he's created such great works. As you would know, the number 1 card, Black Lotus, All Hallows Eve, Archangel, Brassman, and Brainstorm. He has over 100 Magic cards in his what his style is basically it kind of resembles a comic book with a simple background. In fact, he was the one that suggested that the art for lands should be full land arts. And if you look at all the original cards, I actually think what he did was perfect. Like the All Hallows Eve and Black Lotus couldn't have picked a better picture. So again, that's why he's at number 2. And then we're going to be moving on to number 1. And who do we have at number 1? Mark Poole, who's one of the original 25 Magic artists. And he created all the classic cards, and I just really like it. He has a Japanese theme with a balanced palette. He created such cards as Echo Storm, Fastbond, Illusionary War, Library of Alexandria, as well as Cathedral of Sarah. And he's best known for his cards such as, it's not displayed, Ancestor Recall, and it's actually not one of his best cards. So if you look at this, I think he is the best. Everything he's done fits the description perfectly for the card. I don't think anyone is better than him for creating any type of Magic card. And if you could like this, we'll continue to make more top 10 videos, and I hope you guys have a good day and a good evening.